fire. There's an old lady left in it. God, it's really, really burning.
I was screaming. Where was Mum? Why wasn't she outside? Mum was lots of fun, very happy, very independent. She wasn't very agile on her feet, but she didn't think anything of going in the car to anywhere. She just enjoyed visiting people and doing things, and she just got on with life.
Lea Brooke was an 81-year-old grandmother who had lived at her home, the old coach house in Wakefield, for 25 years.
Mum was originally from Belgium. She met my dad after D-Day in the village where they lived, and I suppose the rest is history. They got married in Belgium, and then eventually they returned to UK and came to Yorkshire.
Following the death of her husband Lindsay in 2002, Lea continued to play an active role in her local community.
Mum was very involved in lots of local activities, fundraising, Meals on Wheels, the housebound library, and then as she got older it was more visiting friends.
On Sunday the 9th of November 2008, Lea attended church as usual.
Going to church was part of her life, and then in the afternoon she would make sure that the house was tidy. If she hadn't seen us, she would ring us. Sunday night I phoned her just to say, sorry I didn't come round, busy next week, and I'll see you later in the week.
Lea went to bed at around 11 p.m.
It looks like the neighbour's roof's on fire. There's an old lady left in it. God, it's really, really burning.
It's approximately 1:30 in the morning. West Yorkshire Police were notified by fire service of a blaze at the old coach house. On arrival, the fire service had seen that the fire had taken hold within the property.
We received a phone call from my brother saying that something was going on. We got there, and I just remember panicking. I was screaming, where was Mum? Why wasn't she outside? It was actually quite terrifying.
It took firefighters 3 hours to get the fire under control. When they were finally able to get into the house, they found Lea's body.
It was just unthinkable, very distressing. It was just incomprehensible that why would somebody do that?
We believe white spirit had been poured through the letterbox, so the fire took hold very, very quickly. This would obviously have trapped Lea within the property and the access out of it, and potentially has sought refuge in the bathroom, away from the flames. This was a deliberate act and an act of murder. The initial investigation looked at a variety of potential targets, whether that was a visiting family member, whether this was a mistaken identity and the wrong address, or whether it was a burglary gone wrong. This was an 81-year-old living alone. She had no issues with anybody. She was well known in the local community, and there is nothing which would make her a target. However, we've never got to the bottom of the true intended victim or the motive behind this.
After 3 years investigating the case, the police made an appeal on Crime Watch.
This is quite a remote area.
Right.
She lived here at Sandal Grange Farm, which is just off Walton Lane on the outskirts of Wakefield. What I do think is that whoever did this will have told someone.
Okay.
And I'd say this, if that was you, please do the right thing and call in.
The original appeal back in 2011 led to a number of calls leading to new areas for us to examine, but unfortunately they didn't lead to a new suspect or an arrest.
15 years after the murder, police are still looking for answers.
It's a heinous crime. This murder was committed in a rural area of Wakefield. I believe that the person or persons responsible knew that area. I therefore believe that the answers are in the local community. The family have not been able to grieve properly for 15 years.
You want to remember the good things about your mum, not about the way her life ended. She sadly only saw one grandchild get married. Each time that we go to a wedding, it's something that we all say, we all mention that, where's mum? One of the great compliments I get paid is that I look like my mum, and I think there can be no greater compliment. Sophie.
It's just horrific. I'm joined now by DCI Damien Roebuck of West Yorkshire Police.